in today's chilling episode of The Hidden Truth, True Crime Story. We explore one of the most perplexing disappearances in recent history, the case of Tara Calico. This young woman, full of promise and ambition, vanished without a trace in 1988, leaving behind only a trail of unsettling clues. What happened to Tara that day? Was it the result of foul play, or did she simply vanish into thin air? Join us as we unravel the mystery, examine the theories, and explore the puzzling clues that continue to haunt her case. On September 20th, 1988, Tara Calico, a 19-year-old college student from Belen, New Mexico, set out for her usual bike ride. She had a routine. Every morning, she would hop on her bike, taking a familiar route along the country roads near her home. Tara was a determined young woman, active in sports, and enjoyed the peace and solitude of these early morning rides. She had no reason to believe that this day would be anything but ordinary. On the morning of her disappearance, Tara's mother, Patty, recalls that Tara was eager to go on her ride, but had to leave earlier than usual, as she was planning to meet a friend later that afternoon. She kissed her mom goodbye and set out at approximately 9:30 a.m. From that moment on, Tara was never seen again. Tara's mother grew concerned when Tara didn't return by noon, as she was always punctual. By 1 p.m., Patty called the police and soon a search began. Authorities initially thought Tara had gotten lost or had encountered an accident. But as hours turned into days, the search intensified, and it became clear that something far more sinister was at play. The police investigation into Tara's disappearance was extensive, with search teams combing the surrounding area, but no sign of Tara was ever found. The only evidence discovered was her bicycle, which was found lying in the middle of the road, abandoned, near a dangerous curve just a few miles from her home. There were no skid marks, no sign of a struggle, and no clear explanation for why she had vanished. With no clear answers and very few clues to go on, the disappearance of Tara Calico led to a variety of theories. Over the years, several potential explanations have been proposed, ranging from foul play to abduction, but none of them have provided definitive answers. One of the most widely discussed theories is that Tara was abducted. Given that her bike was found abandoned on the road, with no sign of an accident, many investigators believe that she was taken by someone. There was no physical evidence at the scene, but some have speculated that Tara was grabbed from the road and taken by force. Could it have been a random abduction by a stranger? Or was there someone with a connection to Tara who knew her routine and seized the opportunity? Some point to the fact that Tara's disappearance occurred on a quiet road, at a time when the area would have been relatively empty. The absence of witnesses supports the theory that Tara was taken by surprise, with no one to stop or intervene. Theories about the identity of the abductor have also ranged from a stranger passing through the area to someone living nearby who knew about Tara's routine. Despite many leads and tips, including witness accounts of a suspicious vehicle seen around the time of Tara's disappearance, the police were never able to identify a suspect or confirm any direct connection between Tara and a potential abductor. Perhaps one of the most chilling and perplexing aspects of Tara's case came in 1989, almost a year after her disappearance. A Polaroid photograph surfaced in a Florida grocery store, showing a young woman who resembled Tara. The image depicted a woman, bound and gagged, alongside a boy. Both appeared to be in a distressed state, and the background appeared to be a bedroom. The picture sent shockwaves through the community, as the woman in the photo looked eerily similar to Tara Calico. The photograph sparked widespread speculation, and authorities soon took notice. Was this Tara, alive but held captive? Or was it simply a coincidence? The image was analyzed by forensic experts, and although there were similarities, they were unable to definitively confirm that the woman in the photo was Tara. Despite extensive media coverage, the true identity of the individuals in the photograph has never been determined. Some believe the photograph was a clue left behind by Tara's captors, while others think it may have been a false lead, planted by someone with knowledge of her case. The photo remains one of the most haunting elements of Tara's disappearance, as it suggests that she may have been alive long after her disappearance, and possibly still being held against her will. Another theory that has been suggested is that Tara's disappearance was the result of an accidental motorcycle crash. According to this theory, Tara could have been struck by a motorcycle while riding her bike, and the driver may have panicked and fled the scene, leaving her to die or be injured. However, this theory lacks strong evidence, as no witnesses have come forward to corroborate the idea of a motorcycle being involved, and Tara's bike did not appear to have been hit by anything. This theory is further complicated by the fact that Tara's bike was found in an odd position, lying on its side with no visible damage. Had she been struck by a motorcycle, it's possible there would have been some sign of impact on her bike or the surrounding area, but nothing of that sort was found. The motorcycle accident theory is further weakened by the lack of physical evidence at the scene. No skid marks, no tire tracks, no broken bike parts. These missing pieces of evidence make it less likely that an accident occurred, as you would expect to find signs of a collision or crash if something like this had happened. In the years following Tara's disappearance, several local individuals came under suspicion, and a few potential motives were suggested. One of the most prominent suspects was a man named James, who was known to have had a troubled past and a history of violent behavior. James had reportedly been seen near Tara's usual biking route shortly before her disappearance. However, despite extensive investigation, no direct connection between James and the disappearance was ever established. There were also whispers about a potential connection to Tara's former stepfather, who had been involved in a heated custody battle over Tara's brother at the time. While there was no solid evidence linking him to her disappearance, the theory of a family-related motive has never been completely ruled out. Despite these suspicions, no arrests were made in connection with Tara's disappearance, and the case remained cold for many years. As time passed, other potential leads, such as people with similar disappearances in the region, were examined, but no concrete evidence ever pointed to a clear suspect. Nearly 3 decades after Tara Calico disappeared, the case remains unsolved, and the questions continue to pile up. Was Tara abducted by someone she knew? Or did she encounter a stranger who targeted her on that quiet stretch of road? Did the photograph in Florida hold the key to her disappearance? Or was it just another unsettling piece of the puzzle? There is one critical element that continues to elude investigators: a motive. What would have prompted someone to abduct Tara? Was she targeted for a specific reason? Or was her disappearance simply the result of a random act of violence? Theories abound, but the lack of definitive evidence has left her case open-ended and unresolved. Despite the passage of time, Tara's family has never given up hope. Her mother, Patty, has worked tirelessly to keep the case alive, speaking with authorities, holding vigils, and spreading awareness about her daughter's disappearance. In 2008, a Facebook page dedicated to Tara's case was created, and it has since garnered thousands of followers, all hoping to shed light on what happened to Tara. The search for Tara Calico may have slowed down in recent years, but the mystery still lingers. Every new lead, every new clue, is another chance to uncover the truth. As the years pass, it becomes increasingly clear that the case may never be fully resolved. But the hope remains that one day, someone will come forward with the missing piece of the puzzle that will unlock the truth. The disappearance of Tara Calico remains one of the most haunting, unsolved mysteries of our time. From the chilling photograph to the unanswered questions about her abduction, every detail adds to the complexity of the case. Despite years of searching, numerous theories, and countless leads, Tara's fate remains a mystery. Her family and those who care about her continue to search for answers, and the hope for justice lives on. As with many true crime cases, the truth remains hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. Thank you for joining us on The Hidden Truth, True Crime Story. Stay tuned for more gripping stories of mysteries, disappearances, and unsolved crimes. Until next time, remember, the truth is often stranger than fiction.